Watch this powerful video by God's servant Apostle Michael Orokpo, and God will bless you mightily. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.
Let me list the corruptions of the soul. Then I will zero into distraction and deal with distraction. Then I show you the cure to distraction, which is focus. The first distraction of the soul is fear. There are many people here that cannot venture out because of the fear of the unknown. They are thinking it may not work. Will it work? Will it not work? And they end up doing nothing. Somebody said wrong decisions don't cause as much damage as indecision. You will be shocked that as bad as wrong decision is, and don't make wrong decisions, but those who make wrong decisions are far better than those who never made decisions. Because some who make wrong decisions, a point comes where they learn and redirect their steps. But those who never make decisions, they never make any impact. They remain useless for the rest of their lives. And most times, it's fear that takes people like that. Hope you know one of the weapons Satan used to enslave man was fear. Hebrews 2:14 and 15. He said, for as much then as the children were partakers of flesh and blood, he said, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that he might destroy him that had power of death, that is the devil. Verse 15, see what he said, and deliver them who through the fear of death were all their life subject to bondage. So a man can be for a lifetime subject to bondage, not because Satan is attacking him, because he has too much fear to step out. In fact, when you say Satan is attacking him, Satan will be shocked. I didn't know he's around. But fear has immobilized him. That's why one of the things the Holy Ghost comes to do is to remove fear. In 2 Timothy 1:7, he said, we have not received the spirit of fear, because fear brings torment. He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Sound mind is sophronismos. It means capacity not just to be inventive, but to take corresponding action. But many people, what has enslaved them is not sin, is fear. The second corruption of the soul is lust and carnality. The danger of fear is that fear torments and fear keeps you in bondage. The danger of carnality is that it will be impossible for you to receive what God has really given you. So you will journey to death on your own. Look at what the Bible said in 1 Corinthians 2 verse 12 to 14. It said, we have not received the spirit that is of this world, but the spirit which is of God, that we might know the things which are freely given to us of God. He said, with things we speak, not with words which man's wisdom teaches, but words that the Holy Ghost teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. He said, the natural man, which is the carnally minded man, the man that is based only on logic, he said, receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. And if you go to Romans 8:5 and 6, he said to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. The second corruption of the soul is carnality. There are people who, they are either thinking evil, or they are thinking only at the level of logic, so they cannot enter the realm of faith. And you'll find out that 80% of their life is routed into the path of faith. He said they just live by faith, but the guys living by logic. And worst case, carnality, thinking evil only. Number 3, corruption of the soul is selfishness. There are people that only think about themselves. The Bible said if you have raiment, you have food, you have where to lay your head, it said you should be content with it. There are people that cannot think about anybody else. It is me, I, and myself. So they become too small for God to give them his assignment. Because anything God does is either global or transgenerational. From Jerusalem to Judea to Samaria to what? Uttermost part of the earth. And whatsoever the Lord doeth, it abideth forever. A selfish man cannot power an agenda that will be global and transgenerational. Do you know what it takes to have something transgenerational? It means you will invest in people, and the impact will be so strong on them that they will tell it to their children and their children's children. So for many generations to come, what you did for them would have blessed many generations of their family. But how can a selfish man do that when he's thinking only about himself? There are people that if you didn't show up, they will not be educated. And you didn't just show up to educate them, you educated them when it was difficult. But now that you have educated them, the education has opened the door for them. That door now brings them to an opportunity, and then on the strength of that opportunity, they become empowered. And so their children are empowered. Guess what? The outcome of the generations of that family is tied to that sacrifice you made to pay the person's school fees. So those who are selfish can never have global or transgenerational impact. And the devil knows that. The Bible said in Isaiah 60 verse 15, it said, you were a desolate land, no man went through you. I have made you an eternal excellency, the joy of many generations. So the way Satan stops you from becoming the joy of many generations is to plant selfishness into your mind. The moment it's about others, you are offended. But when it's about you, you are full of excitement. Number 3, corruption of the soul is pride. And when I talk pride, I talk both pride and pride of life. Now they are different. Pride is putting your trust in yourself, and on the strength of that becoming lifted or high-minded. Pride of life is defining your values based on what you have. Both of them are poisonous. We were not built to depend on ourselves. The Bible said it's not given to man that walketh to order his steps. Now God is not saying don't be wise, don't be prudent, don't be hardworking, don't be productive, but it's telling you that whatever you do, remember the Lord your God. It is him that giveth thee power, not just to get wealth, but to succeed in everything you are doing. So I study, I have a high IQ, I pass exams, I'm creative, I am productive. I will never say this of myself. He said, tell them that are rich in this world to be not high-minded or trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God that giveth to every man liberally that he may enjoy. Watch, let God remove grace from your life. You will see how helpless you are. Even the empowerment you are talking about, God is the one strengthening you. Paul said in Philippians 2:13, it is God that worketh in me both to will and do of his good pleasure. If you get to that point where you say it is by my own strength, the Bible calls you a fool. That's the calamity of the rich fool. He said, I have worked, I have filled my barn, now I will rest. And God said, tonight your life will be summoned. Since you think you are so strong, we will call you back to heaven. And he went to heaven and discovered that even the ability he had was the ability of God. So pride is corruption. But unfortunately, that's what defines humanity. I can, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. Or the person has something little and it becomes a peacock. A man's value is not in the multitude of his possession. You are bigger than your watch. You are bigger than your car. You are bigger than the clothes you are wearing. You are bigger than your bank account. That's why you are the one that owns those things. Those things don't own you. But when pride of life overtakes you, you are no longer the owner of your property. Your property is your owner. And we see many people that their planes own them, their cars own them, their watches own them. Such people, they are suffering from a corruption that is in the soul. They may have so much, but they are small. Where it matters, they have no value. Number 5 is wickedness. There are people that think only evil about others. When you succeed, instead of celebrating with you, something goes off inside them. Look at that one. That's how they do, and they go nowhere. Don't find yourself in that place where you are not sincerely happy about the progress of others. You may not have yet, but by offering another man's candle, yours won't come on. In fact, they hope that yours might come on fast. If it's your neighbor's own, is lit. Because you are struggling in ministry, nobody else should do well. They start to say, look at them, they didn't go through process. When did they start? Because you are not married, nobody should be married. The moment somebody is celebrating and planning for marriage, you lock the door, you start crying. God, look at me. Look at me. Why am I like this? So somebody else's success haunts you. Something is wrong with your soul. Because you have not built, nobody should build. In fact, some people are in their best mood when all of them sit down and nothing is working. They are crabs. Let's all cry together, but nobody will rise. If you want to rise, they will use all their strength and pull you down. Somebody did an experiment, put crabs in a basket, no one went out. Not one. You try to go out, your colleagues will pull you back. All of us will die here. So we are comfortable if we all die. But if one rises, then the rest gang up against that one. He said there's no place for the wicked. If you allow evil enter your heart, it will kill you. You will die from inside. Why do you think sicknesses like high BP is on the rampart now? It's not Satan. They went on Instagram, saw all their schoolmates doing well, and because their schoolmates are doing well, they are no longer doing well. Even the one God is helping them, they now hate it. A pastor has 200 people in his church, but because he saw that his friend who started ministry has 2,000, he comes to church and hates the whole 200 he has. It is called evil, is wickedness. And the danger of wickedness is that it will kill you. You think most of the messages we are preaching today is revelation? They sit down, gang up, speak evil about people, and they come to the altar, make it look like Rema. Nobody talks about those who are not succeeding. But if you are doing well, make one mistake, they will amplify it. Number 6 is religion. Dead works. Serving a spirit by the energy of the flesh, so that you take glory for it. Trying to please God by your own ability, not by his grace. That was the undoing of the Pharisees. They pray long. They stand by street corners. Prayer for them is about length, not about relationship, not about advancing God's agenda. See that we are warriors. And Jesus despised them because it was about self, not about God. They wanted to score points with God. Never find yourself where you are religious. Everything we do here is the assignment God has given us to do, and we do it by the grace given to us. If you come here and you think it's because you are better, that's why you are doing it, you have entered religion. And it's called dead works. And if you think I'm doing it so well by my ability, God should notice, you are in trouble. Why God appreciates what you are doing and will reward you, you must understand that we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency might be of God and not of man. You will become like the Pharisees. And then number 7 is distraction. And distraction looks as though it's not a sin, but it's one of the most dangerous corruptions of the soul. The percentage of people who are going nowhere because of distraction, they are enormous. That's why you see people, some talented, give them time. I watched a race competition between a rat and a tortoise. When they started, they held them at the beginning, and when they left them, the rat took off. Oh, the rat could run 20 times faster than the tortoise. But guess what? The rat will go straight, go right, go left, come back. The tortoise was moving like this. It's an ancient creature. It's an ancient creature. The tortoise, the rat will overtake, come back, go. After a while, tortoise cross finishing line. The rat is still running till today. That's the undoing of many. 1 Kings 20 verse 39. A parable was told by a prophet to a king. He said, my Lord, I was in battle, and a man came to me and gave me a man and said, keep him, you lose him at the expense of your life. He said, but as I was busy here and there, I lost him. There are those who are here and there doing nothing. You are doing wedding, they show up with suit, looking for seats where relevant people are, and then they sit down, cross their leg. Wait till they happen now. Wait till they happen. Wait till they are watching football. They are there. They know. See, the word calls them jack of all trade, master of none. Anyone you are doing, they are in front. Something inside them won't let them rest. Peacockish kind of people, and they end up not winning anywhere. If you will have dominion, you must be focused.
We want to appreciate you. Thank you for watching this powerful video by God's servant Apostle Michael Orokpo. We are happy that you have watched. In case you have not subscribed, don't forget to do so. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.